Look. Alice.
Got it.
You see him over here?
We begin News 15 at 9 with breaking news. A massive police standoff with a hostage taker at a mobile home in Jeanerette ends in gunfire. Tonight, the hostages are safe and the suspect is in custody, but a Lafayette SWAT officer is shot and killed in the process.
In addition to the deceased officer, 3 other Lafayette SWAT officers were wounded while rescuing the hostages. The officer who passed away was critically wounded and died after being taken to Oshner Lafayette General Medical Center. Another of the wounded officers is hospitalized tonight at Lafayette General. Now, we're told that the officer is listed in good condition at this hour. The other 2 LPD officers suffered minor injuries from shrapnel and were treated at the hospital in New Iberia. In a statement moments ago, Mayor President Monique Blanco-Boulay calling the officer's death a heartbreaking loss and asking the community to join her in prayer tonight in support for all those impacted by this tragedy. Hello and good evening. I'm Jeff Horchak.
And I'm Lauren Ailes. News 15 was there as LPD SWAT officers broke down the door to the mobile home in Jeanerette, with gunfire being heard as they ended this standoff and rescued 2 hostages.
Now, it all started when Jeanerette City Marshals tried to serve an arrest warrant on a wanted man. He barricaded himself inside the mobile home, taking another adult and a child as hostages for hours today. News 15 was the first on the scene, and our Dracar Francois shows us how all this chaos unfolded.
What started as Jeanerette City Marshals conducting a warrant turned into a Lafayette SWAT officer being killed, along with 3 other Lafayette SWAT officers being hurt.
Nigel, I need you to come to the front door.
The man behind the mayhem is 31-year-old Nigel Hurst. When Jeanerette City Marshals were trying to conduct a warrant, he ran inside of a house where 2 others were already in. Hurst was warranted for a home invasion in Jeanerette and for other charges.
I think it's second-degree battery and so forth and so on. But he also has warrants outside at our, department with other agencies.
That agency is in St. Mary Parish, where Hurst is wanted for multiple charges, including armed robbery. Jeanerette Police and City Marshals with different agencies from Acadiana, including Lafayette, were on scene since 9 Thursday morning. And around 4 p.m., authorities used flashbangs to force themselves inside the home. When inside, the hostages were able to get out safe and were with police for questioning. Seconds later, shots were fired where 4 officers of Lafayette SWAT team were shot and 1 was killed. State police has taken over this investigation as all of the hostages are now safe. In Jeanerette, I'm Dracar Francois for News 15.
And here's what we're learning tonight about the man accused of taking those hostages and shooting the 4 LPD officers. 31-year-old Nigel Hurst was wanted for multiple violent felonies in Iberia and St. Mary parishes. Authorities tell News 15 the crimes he's accused of include armed robbery, home invasion, multiple counts of battery, illegal use of weapons, attempted carjacking, domestic abuse, and child strangulation. The Jeanerette City Marshal tells us Hurst is in custody tonight, and it's not yet known what additional charges he will be facing in the wake of the LPD SWAT officer's death. And the identity of the officer killed and the others wounded have not been released at this point.
Now, this marks the first death in nearly 7 years of a Lafayette police officer in the line of duty. The last officer killed on the job was Police Corporal Michael Middlebrook. If you remember, he was gunned down in October of 2017 at the Big Boy store located on Moss Street here in Lafayette. Middlebrook was shot and killed by Ian Howard during an exchange of gunfire. Howard was recently sentenced to life in prison without parole as part of a plea deal that spared his life.